welcome to my cooking show, Cooking with Attitudes, episode 1. What's up? It's your girl Jalisha J. From my other channel. I decided to make a cooking channel because I'm very passionate about cooking, so why not? So on today's menu, I'm making catfish, candy yams, macaroni and cheese, and cabbage. Now, if you never had all three or one of the things I mentioned on here, then you should probably let me cook for you. But when the moment you let me cook for you, you're gonna lose your mind. But let's go ahead and get into it. I have sweet potatoes. I feel like this is gonna take the most consuming time, is cutting potatoes and chopping them up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take the skin off of these. And you're probably like, Jalen, why are you sitting down? You shouldn't be sitting down. Yes, I should be, because I'm an elderly lady trying to cook Thanksgiving for my family. No, but really, I'm sitting down because I want to make sure I'm in frame for this. It's the intro, so I want to look nice. All I'm doing is just cutting it off. I already washed them off, so they're good for that. Yeah. I don't do this often, so I'm not too good at it. But I know you can really just get in there and get it all off, but I feel like it's the most time-consuming thing to do because nobody really has time to be doing all of this extra stuff and just peeling potatoes like this. But I'm making candy yams and they have to be candied, so let's get this. We're back. I cut them into pieces. Probably needs to cut, but I don't care. So I just cut them into regular pieces like that. They don't have to be finely chopped. Like this is the smallest. Well, no, this is the smallest piece I made. So this is just the potatoes. So I'm going to put this in the oven. That's why I have it in this dish. Now, my ingredients. We're going to put. I believe it's half a stick of butter, brown sugar, cinnamon, and vanilla. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure these things out by eye and just go ahead and we're gonna move it to the oven. So I'm just gonna prep my stuff. And brown sugar is the worst. I really don't like brown sugar because it's sticky. It stinks. Brown sugar stinks so bad. Alrighty, so right now I'm just cutting this butter open. I believe I did like a half of a tablespoon. Half of the butter, and I put my pan on medium high. So I just went ahead and dumped it in there. Swirl. So it's gonna do its thing. You don't have to do this much butter if you don't want to. You can also trade it out for coconut oil, and it does the same thing. It'll be a little bit coconutty versus buttery, but whatever you're into, healthy choices or not. Now I'm just cutting open the brown sugar that smells disgusting, and I'm just putting it in there, and I'm saying that's like a half of a cup of brown sugar if you want to be specific, but cooking is what you love in your heart and the fat behind your elbows, which is mine, is really developing and I'm proud of, by the way. So I put in just a couple spurts of cinnamon and then a drizzle of imitation vanilla. So, and I got mad at the butter because it wasn't melting fast enough, so I just took my knife or a spoon. I thought it was a knife. Maybe it's this spoon. Oh, see, spatula. See, I don't even remember my own videos. Took the spatula and I just swirled it around so everything can get mixed up with the butter and everything can come together. So yeah. So everything came to a boil. And it looks really nice and delicious. So I'm just gonna mix it in one more time, and I'm gonna turn the heat off and just wait to scoop it out. Alrighty, so I'm gonna get the hot liquid and just dump it over it. It might not look like it's enough, but trust me, it's only 3 sweet potatoes, so I didn't make a lot. It's only 3 of us who live in my house, and I was making dinner, so I was just like, yeah, that's enough. I was really worried if it was enough, but when you cook it down and everything's gonna come together and it's gonna be really good. So yeah, I just got my spoon and spooned it around and moved everything around. Make sure everything is covered. That's the one thing I was really worried about, is everything being covered. You want everything to be covered, but the sweet potatoes make their own juices, so that makes it a little bit easier to move everything around once they get warm. Also, I put them in the oven because I don't mention this. Put them in the oven at 400 actually, at 400 for about 45 minutes. And it's just 3 sweet potatoes. If you do make more than that, I would suggest leaving it in there longer or on a lower temperature if you want to slow cook them. Or you can also do this in a crock pot, you know? Crock pots be whipping and cooking. So if you want to elongate this and make it like for work or whatever, you can put it in the crock pot and throw some marshmallows on top and call it a day. But yeah, so I just press everything down, make sure everything looks moist and good. And I don't know why I'm holding a spoon weird. I guess I hold everything like that. I'm left-handed. But yeah, make sure you cover it with foil. I forgot to do that. Like 10 seconds and then I remembered, oh, we gotta put some foil over this. We don't want it to dry out the tops. That's the most important thing. Foil to moisturize everything so it can get together. That's why my hands are moving right now, because like I'm about to grate some cheese. Yeah. I am terrible at voiceovers. Okay, so like you can see, I'm grating some cheese right now. I believe, I can't really read. I got Monterey Jack, sharp cheddar, and Colby Jack. I am experimenting with my macaroni and cheese recipe because I want a macaroni and cheese recipe on my own. So, okay, so I shredded all my cheese. I have my top cheese and my bottom cheese. My top cheese is for when I put it in the oven and I want it to melt down and get real brown and crispy. I forgot to buy regular bread. Right now we're eating Killer Dave bread, so it's whole grains and has seeds and stuff in it, so it's not really good for macaroni and cheese, but it's really good for every day. I suggest you get it at Costco's. Feed your body and your body will feed you back. It will make you be regular. Alrighty, so I'm right here just seasoning my catfish just lightly. I think that's garlic. And oh no, that's onion. That's garlic. I use Lowry's salt and seasoning and Lowry's garlic salt, seasoning salt. That's what it's called. On both sides, just lightly seasoned. The fish fry I'm using is actually already seasoned, but it's just a light season. I'm not really using salt or anything like besides the seasoned salt, and I'm very light-handed on that. Oh, and I believe that's some Obay's seasoning too. Yeah. This is like the most longest part in the video. I'm wearing gloves because with working with meat, I just like wearing gloves. I feel safer that way. So yeah, just some fresh cracked pepper as well. I like pepper on everything. So yeah, that's basically it. And yeah. All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and start dipping it and shaking it in the pan. And I'm just gonna leave them all in there because like, what's the point of taking them out? Just make sure everything is covered. Make sure you get in the crevices. Catfish do have crevices. If you don't buy them deboned, then, you know, make sure you warn your people you're feeding. You don't want them to choke on a bone. But these are deboned. These are from Costco. Everything from Costco. That pan from Costco. You know how they be selling? Never mind. But yeah, just make sure you cover everything. You get everything covered and look really nice and pretty and presentable. There we go. Okay, we're gonna go handheld because this is much easier. So, just got home, picked my sister up. We have cabbage in here. We have another half we have to cut up, and we will do that. Back over here, the oil is hot and ready, so we're gonna grab a piece of fish. And we're just gonna paste it gently down, right? So I'm trying to get that 300. So it said 350, so I put it on 350 to heat it up, and the oil got hot fast. So I have it on 300 right now. Make sure you flip them every 5 minutes so each side can get crispy and the fish is like hard, like it's easy to pick up. And this is the finished product, my macaroni and cheese. I didn't show that was finished, but I actually finished. I was kind of in a rush this day, but you know, everything came out really well and I'm very proud of myself. Yeah, the cabbage was bomb, the yams was bomb, the fish was bomb, the mac and cheese was bomb, and I didn't make a video on the cornbread because, you know, got it from the box, but it was still good. Yes, thanks for watching my video. If you like what you saw and you want to see another video, maybe next week, the week after that, of a different meal, go ahead and subscribe and make sure you turn on the notification so I can get back to you and we can be friends, and follow me on social media so I'll follow you back and we get to cook, or I'll cook for you. You never know, you might be a guest on the show. Alrighty, thanks for watching.